And for ACA, this is number 13, I believe. Again, it should say 300 students on that problem. If you have it online, it probably already got fixed for you, but that's just a little note to fix before we get to the lesson. Okay. This is our warm-up. If you have the physical copy, this is on that paper. If not, you can just do this in the next page of your ISN. It says, which of the following is not equivalent to 0.05% or 0.05%? Okay? A big thing to notice is that this is indeed a percent. Yes, it's a decimal, but that percent takes precedence over it because it just does. Okay? So I notice that I have a lot of fractions in one decimal here. Let's go ahead and see, again, 3 of these are going to be equivalent. So let's look at that percent. I'm going to change it to a decimal, 0.05%. If you remember to change a percent to a decimal, because it's a percent, it's out of 100, that means you're going to divide by 100. If you remember our powers of 10, when I divide by 100, that's going to move my decimal place 1, 2 places. That's my new decimal spot, add 2 zeros, and that percent goes away. So that's 1, 2, 3 zeros and a 5, 1, 2, 3 zeros and a 5. So that one is equivalent, okay? I probably could have guessed that since there's so many fraction options. So let's look at those, okay? So again, as we said, because it's a percent, we can write 0.05 out of 100. I noticed that this one has a 100 as the denominator. The numerator doesn't match, but the denominator does. So I'm going to put a little question mark next to that one, okay? Because that's already, like, that numerator doesn't match. So I'm like, oh, I don't think that's the right one. Okay, but let's check these other two. First, to make it equivalent, I'm going to look at answer choice D. If I were to get that to 2,000 and have it equivalent, whatever I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top. To go from 100 to 2,000, if I double it, that's only 200, so I need to multiply it by 20, okay? Do the same thing to the top, okay? So 5 hundredths times 20. Quick review. If I multiply by a decimal, I count the number of numbers behind it, so that's 2 in this case. Multiply like normal, 5 by 0 is 0, 0 by 0 is 0. Done with that, use a placeholder. 5 by 2 is 10, carry the 1. 0 by 2 plus 1 is going to be 1. Okay, so that's going to end up being 100, but again, move that decimal, let me scroll this down, move that decimal 1 2 times, that ends up being 1 out of 2,000. Hey, that matches. Okay, so that's how we work. We want equivalency. Okay, whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. Now let's check this top one, letter A. You could either work it from this fraction or this one. I'd say, oh, well, I can get that just a little bit bigger. To work that up to 10,000, 2,000 to get to 10,000. You can sort of picture it without these zeros, like pretend those aren't there, pretend those aren't there, taking off the same amount of zeros. To go from 2 to 10, I'm going to multiply that by 5. Okay, same thing on the top, times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Hey, look, that matches as well. So, again, C is my answer because out of 100, it was 5 hundredths, not just 5. Okay? Moving on, again, if you're doing this in your ISN, you don't have to write down word for word, but I would like you to copy these numbers because we're going to place those in order from greatest to least. This is exactly what we did yesterday. I'm just going to review it a little bit. Okay? So go ahead and copy those, pause if you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and move along. Okay, remember the strategy for ordering. I always like to line them up and down. So 0.9, 1/3, 3/10, 38.5%, and 0.824. Okay, I always think it's easiest to do decimals to convert them, obviously, to the same form. Decimals is usually the easiest, so I'm going to copy the ones that I already have as a decimal, 0.824. Hopefully we have 1/3 memorized at that point. 3. Okay, so I'm going to do just a few decimals, 1, 2, 3, because this one's 3, but I'm going to show that bar Some people have heard me talk about my Dr. Pepper method. D stands for decimal, P stands for percent. If I'm changing from a percent to a decimal, again, we divide by 100, so that's going to move my decimal 1, 2 times to the left. Okay? So if I have 38.5%, I'm going to move it 1, 2 times this way. Okay? So that makes it 0.385. Now again, I like to have my decimals look as similar as possible. So like on this one, I'm going to add 2 zeros because then it looks the same. On the 9, I'm going to add 2 zeros to make it look the same. Okay? Again, we're putting these in order from greatest to least, biggest to smallest. Okay? So I'm going to look down my list. All of them have a 0 as the whole number. So I go to the next place, the tenths. I have a 9, 3, 3, 3, lots of 3s, and an 8. Obviously, the biggest one is going to be 9, followed by 8. Now we've got to look at all of these 3s, okay? Because they all have 3 in the tenths place. I go to the next spot, which is the hundred. So I have a 3, a 0, and an 8. The biggest of those is that 8, followed by the 3, followed by the 0. Lastly, when I rewrite those in the list form, I do it in original form. So it's going to be 9 tenths, followed by, what is that, 824 thousandths, 38.5%, 1/3, 3 tenths, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay? So go ahead and do this next one. Pause it and play when you're ready to check. All right? Those are the decimal forms, 1 and 1/10. Again, I'm going to go do some filler. My longest one is 3 decimals, so I'm going to add in 2 zeros. I'm going to add in 1 0 and 1 0. This one, I'm going from least to greatest. Make sure you notice which order that is in. So the smallest, hopefully, that's the only one with no whole number. So that's going to be my smallest number. Then I have a bunch of 1s. So I go to the next place, the tenths. I have a 0, that's my next smallest. Okay, and then I have 1, those 2 have the same tenths. So I go to the hundredths. 1 and 1/10 is going to be my next smallest because it has that 0. Then the 5 is my next one. So 0.15, 1.015, 1 and 1/10, and then 115%. Okay? Hopefully it's not too bad. The last little bit is going back. You can do this one on your own, but I'm going to do, like you can check this one in the key. I'm going to do the inequalities because it's been a second since we did that. Okay? Just like with the ordering, I want to figure out which one's bigger, which one's smaller. Sometimes the numbers are in different forms. Sometimes we have fractions, decimals, percents, and we're comparing the two. So we want to change them to the same form. You can decide how you want to do that. Again, decimals might not always be the easiest. Fractions might be easier. Just do what works for you. Okay? So, let's change. I'm going to be different, and I'm going to change this first one to a percent. Because a percent is always out of 100. Okay? So I just need to multiply that by 20. I can multiply that by 20. So that would make it 80%. Now, which is bigger, 80% or 45? Hopefully, we know that 80% is going to be bigger. Okay, ooh, again, I can do a percent pretty easily right here because percents are always out of 100. Okay, to get from 20 to 100, I multiply by 5. Again, we're just making equivalent fractions. Okay, and we do the same thing to the top and bottom. So that's going to make it 35%, 35%. Oh, those are equal. Okay, this one below, ooh, bringing back that old school stuff, those bars. Those bars, again, mean the absolute value. We start within. So the absolute value of 1 is 1. Throw that negative sign on the end. There we go. Okay, I still want to change this to a negative 1 is technically a decimal form because there's no percent sign on it. It's not written in a fraction. So let's turn this percent, 95%, into a decimal. Again, we can do that easily by putting it over 100 because it's a percent. That's going to move my decimal over 1, 2 times. So that's going to be the same thing as 0.95. Now, you probably didn't even need to do that because this is a negative, this is a positive. That positive number is going to be bigger. But it's always good to check in case you need to. Okay? We have a decimal, we have percent, let's go OG, okay, 40 divided by that 100, 1, 2, that's gonna be